Hey YouTube, this is the fourth episode of the InkThePodcast, and today I'm joined by Artem Solop. You've probably seen his art. You've probably seen his art many times on the internet. But for the people who don't know, who is Artem Solop? Artem, for the people who don't know who you are.
Artem Solop is a guy, 36 years old, professional designer. I have a design education who can draw a bit also. Currently, I work in video game industry for last 10 years, mostly online casino and mobile games.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I've been working around 7 years with graphic design, web design, and stuff like that. And like with various tools, yeah, from advertisement, like on buildings to like flash technology for someone old to remember that. Vector graphics, text, motion graphics,
So that's very impressive. You've
animation
done many. You
sometimes.
worked on many things and done many
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And I'm sure most of the people here have seen your freestyle videos on YouTube where you draw without any sketches or anything, which is they're incredible, they're amazing, and you also
No,
they're
thanks.
incredible art. How do you recommend people get as good as you and get on your level? What do you think is the best way for them to improve? Best tips or habits for them to do to improve?
I don't know because all this thing, like my sketches, I started it with my Instagram. Because before I haven't been drawing sketches so much, since I've been concentrated on skills to get for my job and some like things to make money with, skills I can make money with. So I kind of abandoned sketching because I was good at
Mm-hmm.
sketching when I was studying at university. We had kind of traditional drawing and painting, like a Russian academic style, as a subject. So I really liked that. But then I haven't done it for like 10 or 15 years. And when I started my Instagram account, when I opened this Instagram account, I started sketching like things like Inktober or March of Robots, where you sketch basically every day something. I
Yeah, the
decided not
monthly art
to.
challenges.
Well, yeah, those are very. I think they pushed me forward and gave a new perspective to kind of reinvent myself in sketch, because this is a thing I do the best when it comes to drawing, like comparing to my other skills. So
Sketching, you
yeah,
mean
it's
like the sketching part? You think you're the best at the
yeah,
sketching, right?
yeah, I can get something right in 10-15 minutes. When it's long, I got bored. I don't know what to do next. And then I dive in color and cleaning up, and then everything is kind of lost.
It
And you
gets
don't
ruined.
see, yeah, you don't have all the character and emotion anymore. So I just, my approach is like a kid drawing, having fun. That's regarding sketch.
Now, you post a lot on Instagram, a lot of your sketches and stuff. From the consistency of your Instagram posts and how much you post and how much art you show online, you seem like you're drawing all the time and you always have ideas to draw. What would you tell to
Uh,
people who don't know what to draw? What would be your advice to them?
it's not always like I don't draw I don't create things to draw. Uh, I have like certain visual library based on my taste, what I
Hmm.
like robots, mutants, things like that. Uh, and in a lot of cases, I follow and collect pictures of sculptures, modern sculptures who work with movies, making different props and robots and special effects and different creatures like that. I just draw them because I don't think it's necessary for the artist to invent their own things.
The things that
If
they're
you
drawing.
will take Yeah, I think if you take a look at the like history, like art history, like most of huge chunk of art before late 19th century is just portraits Bible, religion, Greek sculptures,
Real life
copies,
drawing,
like
like study drawing.
studies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the like you should transform 3D vision to flat surface of paper or canvas. That's the point of art. If you can come up with something creative or inventive, that's great, but you cannot do that every day. So for me, it's mostly like warm up. I get my coffee, I come to the office, get my coffee, drawing something, scribbling, and I turn on computer and do my work tasks. So I don't spend like an hour of sketching every day or something.
So,
It's
in short,
very
when you don't know what to draw, you don't have any ideas. You just look back on your large amount of pictures of robots and stuff that and things that inspire you. So you get
um
inspiration from them, right?
it's not. I usually have a idea what I want to draw. If I don't want, I just like you said, freestyle, make some rough shape. What is, and I see what is this? Is this an eye, or is this the head shape, or what is this, or this like part of graffiti, or what it can be, and I go from there.
So sometimes when you're doing the freestyle,
So
you just basically scribble or do anything on the paper and then see
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
what happens.
I go, yeah, just go with the flow, and sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not, then I don't show it.
How do you keep yourself interested and motivated in art? You know, as you've said, sometimes when you're drawing for a long time, you get bored of it. You don't want to continue drawing. How do you keep yourself, interested and motivated, and having that desire to
um,
draw?
I am like I've been always interested in like two sides of art, like modern and like graffiti, or how books like,
Retro.
or cartoons. No, no, not like retro. I mean modern media, comparing to traditional like painting and drawing and linocut and all this
Mm,
fine art.
mm.
And yeah, so both sides of art are very interesting for me. So I'm trying to take certain techniques and bring them to like appropriate them to my style. Like recently, I got into linocut. I really like that technique. So I thought it's too complicated, so I was afraid before. And then I tried. I like it. So you basically carve the shape, then you apply paint and stamp it. Quite cool. So it's, yeah, it's not drawing, but it's still creative. Things like collage, when you cut and paste pre-existing images, creating some kind of composition of your own, like things like vector graphics. And yeah, my work helps me a lot to create, because I'm involved in various like tasks that require like motion graphics design and things like that. So it's not necessarily drawing, painting.
So it gives you a lot of ideas and it gets you inspired to
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got about
And in many cases, it's crossover. You find an idea from drawing and you apply it to painting or to linocut or collage, or and vice versa. Or you try to imitate look of a certain technique which is not drawing. It's also quite interesting.
Okay, so I've got about a minute left, so I'm just gonna ask you a quick last question.
Hmm?
Who or what is
Yes.
your biggest artistic influence? What influences your art the most?
Who? Like, I can't say certain names because there are too many. I like French Impressionists a lot, and it's like, yeah, like Henri Matisse, Edgar Degas, Claude Monet, all those guys. Recently, I found a very nice group. It's called Kane Yo. Um, there are guys like Milo Hartnell, Nicolas Uribe. They kind of reinventing, I would say, classic art. because they made rough sketches, painting and drawing. Uh, it's like a classic approach, but they paint modern subjects like
Yeah, I've seen it.
selfies.
It looks amazing. I really like it.
Yeah, they like selfies, scene of modern life, like Skype call screenshots and things like that.
No, the
I
time
like
is.
that thing.
I've really appreciated you coming and recording this podcast with you. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining me on the podcast.
yeah. I hope it was useful.
And as you can see, I've been peacefully and pleasantly painting in the background while you've been listening to this podcast. And now it's finally time to show you the final product. I hope you enjoy the reveal.